Hello everyone, Professor Toybox here along with Sully. And again, I know he's not part of the Aladdin world, but he was featured in the alpha footage of the Disney Infinity 4.0 Kingdoms project, which is what this toy box is based on. So I thought I'd switch things up again and use him and give you a break from just seeing Aladdin and Jasmine all of the time. Today we're going to wrap up this large chamber that we started last time and add the finishing touches that I didn't have time to do. And so as we begin, I'm going to start on this end of the chamber, and we're going to use this small jutting ledge. And I'm going to place this first one right here above the doorway, just like that. And I'm going to change the texture on this, because I don't think the floor texture really fits. And I'm going to set this to be Dusty Crophopper's Runway, if I can find it. I think I went past it. There it is. I'll set that to be my theme. And these are the ledges that the player is going to use to get around the toy box here. So we'll place another one there. And then on this side, he needs to get up from that ledge up to that ledge. So we're going to put one right over here against this wall, just like that. And one more like that. And so now the player will enter this area, having come up the stairs back there in that little room, and come around the ledge here and hop across over those ledges, hop up these ledges, hop over here, and then hop across to there, where they'll pick up a ledge hang to get up to this point. And since we're right here, let's go ahead and put that in. So I'm going to come up to the platforming toys drawer. And we'll start up here at the top, I think. Oops. I'm going to grab this double ledge hang. And we're going to center this on the block. And I'm going to style this, because I don't like the metal textures. We're going to use the castle ledge hang. I'll set that to be my theme. And then we'll go ahead and pick up one single and a double that we can place like that. And one over here. And I'm just kind of building a little maze here to get through this area. There we go. So now we have a little bit of a ledge hang maze to get up there to the top. And while we're on the ledge hangs, let's go ahead and put in some of the others. So down here we had some ledge hangs. And let me find my screenshot of that. There we go. And we'll begin with this barrier. And I'm going to put one right here on this corner and one right on that corner. And then a smaller one right under that. And then we'll pick up the double ledge hang, put that in the middle, with a single one right below, and another double over here. There we go. And then I'll just fill in the gaps with these little spacers here. There. So now we have another little ledge hang maze to get up onto that platform. And the last one we need is right down here on this wall to get up from the main floor. And for this one, come over here to the double. That up on this corner, just like this, with a single below it, and a double straight across, like that. And we'll put that in just like that. Yeah. And then we'll just go ahead and add spacers in to fill the gaps. And I can't take this all the way down to the bottom because the spikes have to be able to sit right underneath this. So as you can see, the bounding box juts out from the wall. And so when I put the spikes down here, they can't intersect that. Alright, so there's the ledge hangs that we have in this area. Now we'll put in the bridges, and we'll start over here on this one. And I'm going to use this vertical barrier piece again as a decoration that kind of explains how the bridge is going to be suspended in midair. I think that would be useful to have, because otherwise it's going to look funny just kind of hanging there off of nothing. And let's see, I think it's to the left, yeah. So we'll start with one of these. We're going to line it up in the middle, and I'm going to move it off to the end. And then we'll put this longer wooden bridge in there. And then a platform on this side. And another one on this side. So now the player has a way to get over to the top of that tower. And then the next one is up here off of the edge of this. And I believe it's right on the corner of this. Let me just grab my notes. Yep, just like that. And then we'll grab this longer piece, put it about 1 block off of the edge of that one. And then we're going to go 1.5 blocks this time. So that's about 1 block. That's about 1/2 block. So yeah, that's perfect, just like that. Okay. And then it's going to round a corner and come over this direction. So we're going to go 1/2 block off the edge of that corner, so that it's not lined up here, but here. And we're going to go 1.5 blocks this way. Another 1/2 block. Like that. So it's a little bit longer jump to get there. And then we'll put in one of these singles about 1 block away. And we're just going to keep doing that. And if you want, you could drop a block in here in the middle and use that for your spacing. I'm kind of eyeballing this. Like that. And I think, let's see, how many do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5 of the small ones so far. Yeah, so now we need to move to the larger one. That's going to go right here, like that. And if you want to be diabolical, you can replace some of those with ones from the Building Sets Group 6. If we scroll back over here to the left from the Dunbrock Tower pieces, there's this bridge trap, which will open up underneath the player. It looks just like that one. So if you wanted, you could substitute some of these in, and I think I used one here on the end of this, but you don't have to. It just depends on if you want that extra challenge or not. And now we need to show why these things are hanging here. So I'm going to come over here and grab, once again, this vertical barrier piece. And this helps explain how those ledges can be floating in midair. And we're going to do this for every one of these. And now for this one, we can just kind of center it. We don't have to put in 2 rows of these, although you could if you wanted, but I'm going to save memory. I think just having the one hanging there is sufficient. And again, this doesn't look quite like the beams, the wooden beams that were in the alpha footage of the 4.0 Kingdoms video, but it's the best we have. I don't really have any chains. I don't have anything that looks like a beam, just these wooden platforms. There we go. I'm going to come over here and put some in for these pieces. There. And now we have to have something to actually hang that off of. So we'll come down to the blocks drawer and pick up this 1x3. And we're going to put this right in the middle, flush with the top of that block, because this is going to be the ceiling, is the next layer of blocks that go up here. So we'll put a row of these across. So this will be a stone beam that extends from one side of the dungeon to the other. And then we'll do the same thing here. That adds a little bit of visual interest for the ceiling. And then I need one more block right there. And there we are. We've got our ceiling platform suspended from the ceiling. And eventually these 3 platforms are going to be controlled by a switch over on that far surface over here. So this one, and this one. But for right now, I'll leave those there. That's fine. So with that, this area is pretty much done. Again, I'm going to leave the roof off because it'll be easier to access everything if we don't have the ceiling on this. And so now the first of the 2 large chambers that make up the main dungeon area is done. Next time I'll build the other large chamber. In the meantime, I want to thank you for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel or sign up on my blog, be sure you do that so you don't miss the next episode. And for those of you who want to build this toy box on your own console or PC, I've got floor plans on my blog that will help you out. Until next time, take care.